Hey, welcome to 86th. I help line cooks and chefs grow. If that's something that you're interested in, follow me for more stuff. Leave comments down in the doobly thingy down there. And I wanted to get into details about something a little more personal today. And the reason why is because I believe personal experiences can help people possibly make decisions in their career later on as they go. For those of you that don't know, I have been with a company for about 4 years now. And in the next video that I post, I should be able to tell you what that company is because I've put my notice in. I am growth oriented. I want growth career-wise. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that my 40th birthday is going to be coming up here in literally like 2 months. It's not that far away. I love food. I love training, and I love to see how far I can push myself. So that's why I have that career mindset. And you know, the thing about it is through the millennial mindset, the YOLO, you only live once, it should be about what makes you happy. And for me, a sous chef is pretty close to being there because it's enough hands-on that I get to train and teach people. But it's not so far into the administrative stuff that I lose sight of the food side of things. But I also understand that as I get older, I'm going to be starting to lose a step. You know, I'm not going to be able to keep up with the 20-year-old that can go and party till 3 a.m. and then show up at 8 a.m. and work until like at 10:30 at night. You know, like eventually it's going to get to that point, and I have to understand that, and I want to be able to pass the torch and show people what I know. That's part of what this YouTube channel is for. So, yeah, moving on is something like, especially when it's not because of something bad. It's really hard to make that decision for yourself. But the way that I see it is if there was something going on with me, if I had long-term problems, if I got into a horrible accident, or if I just was not on this earth anymore, they would find another fucking cook. It would be easy. I'm replaceable. Everybody's replaceable. And so when you're making a decision for yourself, when it comes to your job, your decisions should always be selfish. Okay? Now that's not to say that you shouldn't be making decisions that are positive for the company or positive for the people that you are working with, under, for, whatever. 100%, if you're working for a place, that loyalty should be there. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't sacrifice your own desires and drives for the sake of the company, because that's how you end up in midlife crisis land. And this is coming from, like I said, this is coming from somebody that's going to be 40 years old soon. So trust me, it really does start to hit you. You really do start thinking about, fuck, I'm not 25. If I get sick, I could get really sick. Something really bad could happen. When I lift weights, I'm not gaining muscle anymore. I'm losing muscle. I have to diet even harder because I'm gaining weight faster. You know, all of that stuff starts catching up with you. You know, you drink, you spend 2 days in a fucking hangover. You don't just recover. And getting older is something that I think is extremely important to convey to people, especially younger cooks. Because younger cooks, speaking to myself, you know, if I were to be like talking to myself in my 20s, you don't care about your feet. You go to Walmart and you buy whatever cheap shitty shoes you can find. You know, bargain bin. They have a bunch of shoes in a fucking container somewhere that are like $5 or whatever. I'll just buy a new one I can buy 20 pairs of shoes I could buy 20 pairs of shoes for half the price of these one really expensive shoes. But you're writing checks every time you do something like that. You're writing checks to your future self, and your future self has to cash those checks. You wear the shitty shoes. You don't take care of your knees. You don't fold up some cardboard when you get down on your knees when you're 20 because it's like, fuck it, who cares? You lift shit without using proper form, 100 pounds of beef at a time because who cares? I'm 20 years old. I can fucking do it. I can handle that shit. It's easy. I'm not going to use a cart. I'll just carry that shit from the walk-in. Show everybody how strong I lift that shit up over my head. Yeah, look, I got 100 pounds. You're writing checks every time you do that. You go out partying over the weekend. Maybe you day drink. Maybe you wake up and you have a drink. I don't know. I'm not judging. What I'm saying, though, is every time you do stuff like that, you're writing checks to your future self that has to cash them in. Take something simple that's not even food service related. Sunburns. Most people don't know this. I actually learned this from a doctor. Melanoma that shows up. Like, if I got melanoma today, that was from a sunburn from when I was fucking 20 years old. That wasn't from last year, right? That's a check that I have to cash now. I have to pay for that. So it's important. Save money and buy the good shoes. Spend $150 on shoes or even $90. Get the insoles. Get the Dr. Scholl's nice insoles. Get those fucking bands that you put, I don't know what they're called, but you put them up over your knee. Take care of your mental health, right? Wear sunblock. Stretch. Do all of those things. Stop smoking. Cut your drinking back. Like, it sounds like I'm being a fucking prude. Okay, I understand that. But I'm literally talking to me when I was 20 years old because I know that I had the same mindset that a lot of you guys have. A lot of people watching this right now. You know, you don't know what the future brings. My mom, when she was my age, she didn't have lupus. She didn't have any back issues. She didn't have issues with her wrists. Now she needs surgery. She needs surgery on her neck. And she's not even 60 years old. She's cashing checks. And this is a different kind of video for a reason, because this is about helping line cooks and chefs grow. And part of that growth is making sure that I convey the messages to you, that you can digest this stuff and take it into your career for the future. And you don't end up in a bad situation. Okay? One of the hardest things that we ever face is the idea of, well, it can't happen to me. It won't happen to me. I'm going to be one of the lucky ones. But what if you're not? What if you're not one of the lucky ones? You know, there's friends, 24 years old, get testicular cancer. It changes their whole life. They develop lupus, like I was talking about with my mom. You know, they go in for a annual checkup. Shit's getting really weird with their body, and now they need to do tests on their kidney, their liver, their heart, whatever the case may be. One of the cooks that I work with almost dropped dead of a heart attack at the workplace. Ambulance showed up and everything. So I know I got really deep with this one, but I think these kind of conversations are extremely important. And we need to be having these conversations, because for every one of these conversations, even if 100 people watch this and like most of them say, I don't give a shit, I'm not going to watch this guy anymore, maybe one of you guys will hear what I'm saying. You know, and while I do think it's cool to relate to other older people that might be like nodding their head, yeah, I'm not really talking to you. No offense. I do appreciate you watching the videos and stuff. I'm trying to reach the younger side of the audience, because I do know that I have plenty of young people watching this. But anyways, I know this was more of a dark video, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from on this. It's the future is extremely important. A lot of people, it's hard to see 50 years down the line. It's hard to see even 20 years down the line. You don't know where you're going to be. You know, me when I started when I was 19 years old, I thought I was going to be a drug and alcohol counselor. I thought I was going to go into psychology. I thought I was going to major in philosophy and teach philosophy at one point. But I'm not doing any of those things. Right now I do this, and then I run Political Shotgun over on TikTok, and that's pretty much what I do. Well, you know, that, and then I cook pretty much when I'm not sleeping or doing this or hanging out with the family and stuff like that. But anyways, I hope you got some value and some insight in this video, and I just want to know that you guys are amazing, and I appreciate everything going on. One day, maybe I'll make enough money doing this to where I can just do this full time. I'll sit in this office 8 hours a day and just pump out content. But you guys are amazing, and I just want to say that I appreciate all of the support that I have gotten throughout the several years that I've been doing this. Especially Melvin, I want to shout you on camera because you have been dedicated since I've had like 50 subs. It's been great. So it's cool seeing your comments. I appreciate you. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or ideas for future comments or content, leave them in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a nice day. So for those of you, for those of you why can't I say words?